Hello friends, schoolsteps.in welcomes you again. In this tutorial we'll continue from the previous tutorial and we will discuss about drawing watch faces. Let's do it. When the system loads your service, you should allocate and initialize most of the resources that your watch face needs, including loading bitmap resources, creating timer objects to run the custom animations, configuring paint styles, performing other computations. You can usually perform these operations only once and reuse their results. This practice improves the performance of your watch face and makes it easier to maintain your code. Now let's proceed with our program. So last time in the engine class we had overridden certain methods. Now in this class we need to declare some variables. Let's declare it quickly. So we have declared one int variable, few paint variables, one boolean and one time. Before we proceed further, you need to understand one important concept. Android Wear devices operate in two main modes. One is the ambient and the other one is the interactive. When the user moves his wrist to glance at the watch, the screen goes into the interactive mode. Your design can use full color with the fluid information in this mode. Ambient mode helps to conserve the power of the device. Your design should make clear to the user that the screen is in ambient mode. In ambient mode, the background color scheme is strictly limited to black, white and grays. Next, we need to define the object of the class handler. So we need to say final handler update time handler is equal to new handler. Now inside this class we need to override the method handle message. Select and click OK. So right here we need to delete super.handle message and we need to put one switch statement. So we need to say message which is coming from the parameter dot what. Now what is an int variable? Inside the switch we need to write the case. And we need to say message update time. This is the variable which we have declared right here and the value is 0. The first thing that we need to do inside the case statement is to call the invalidate method. Now we call the invalidate method whenever we need to redraw the watch face. Next we need to say if should timer be running, then do something, and outside the if condition we need to say break. Now this method doesn't exist, so we need to create it. But let's implement the if condition first. So inside the if condition we need to say update time handler, which we have created right here, dot send empty message delayed. The first parameter that we need to pass is message update time. It is the variable which we have declared right here, comma interactive update rate ms. Now this is a variable which we declared in our previous tutorial right here and the value is 1 second. So briefly what handler is doing here, it is updating our time once in a second in the interactive mode. Now let's implement the method should timer be running. So we need to place one semicolon here and just after that let's implement the method. So all we are doing inside this method is we are making sure that wallpaper is visible and Android Wear device is not in the ambient mode. Next we need to declare few more variables and then we need to implement the onCreate method. Let me cut it and let me pull it up. Inside the onCreate method we need to create the object of watch face style dot builder. So we need to say watch face style dot builder is equal to new watch face style dot builder, and in the parameter we need to pass the name of the class which is analog watch face service dot this. Next we need to say watch face style builder dot set card peak mode, and in the parameter we need to pass watch face style dot peak mode short. Now here it means that how far into the screen the first card will peak while the watch face is displayed. Next we need to set the background visibility. So we need to say dot background visibility and in the parameter we need to pass watch face style dot background visibility interruptive. Now it means that the background of the peak card should only be shown briefly. Next we need to use the method set show system UI time, which is right here, and we need to pass false here. Now it means if the system will draw the system style time over the watch face, we are setting it to the false. Next we need to get the object of the watch face style. So we need to say watch face style is equal to watch face style builder dot build. So this will return us the object of watch face style. Next we need to use the method set watch face style, and we need to pass the watch face style as a parameter. Next we need to get the object of resources. So we need to say analog watch face service, which is the class name, dot this dot get resources. Now we need to get the drawable using the resources. So we need to say resources dot get drawable, and in the parameter we need to pass r dot drawable dot bg. So here bg is the image which I have already placed inside the drawable folder. So next, using the drawable object, we need to get the bitmap, and we have used the method get bitmap for this purpose. So here background bitmap is the variable which we have declared right here. Now next we need to create the object of rPaint, minute paint and second paint. We also need to create the object of ticker paint and ticker text paint. Let's do it. So inside the onCreate method, let's proceed further. So rPaint is equal to new paint. We need to use the method set ARGB. Here A stands for alpha and RGB stands for red, green and blue. So alpha means the transparency. The less the alpha value will be, the more transparent the object will be. For example, if we set the alpha value to 0, the object will be completely transparent and will not be visible. Here I am assuming that everybody is aware of the concept of RGB. The minimum value is 0 and the maximum value is 255. Next, let's use the method set stroke width. It requires the float value, so let's say 5.f. Now let's use the method set anti-alias, and let's pass the value as true, and then dot set stroke cap, which is right here, and let's say paint dot cap dot round. In the similar way, we need to work on the minute paint and second paint. Let me do it quickly. If you observe here, in case of minute, the stroke width is 3, and in case of second, the stroke width is 2. Next, we need to work on the ticker paint and ticker text paint. Let me do it quickly. So if you observe here, in case of ticker paint, we have not set the stroke cap because it is not required. And in case of ticker text paint, we have set the text size to 14. Next, we need to say m time is equal to new time. So m time we have declared right here. You can see that our hand is having more width as compared to the other two. All three hands have round cap. The color of second's hand is red, as in the set ARGB method we have set red to 255 and green and blue to 0. So friends, with this we are done with the implementation of onCreate method. We'll continue from here in the next tutorial. Friends, with this I take your leave. Thank you so much. Please like our page on facebook.com/letsandroid. If you have any query, do write us at info@schoolsteps.in or schoolstepsin@gmail.com. Thank you.